It do not matter. Clip on the Ruger, look like a ruler.
Okay, so I'm back, and before the video starts, it's greatly appreciated when you interact, so please like, comment, and subscribe. So first and foremost, we have a trigger warning. If you get triggered by anything, rape, sexual allegations, harassment, anything like that, I don't advise you to watch this video. Please do not watch the video. Okay, so with this, I haven't talked about this on this channel. I did talk about it on my last channel. Now, to give y'all background, I have to read Jovi tweets again. So if y'all already did that and seen that, skip. I'm going to put a little time thing where to skip to. But I'm going to put the time after we do this background so everyone's on the same page. So we have Jovi, Cenat, and Jiggy. That's not his real name, but that's what his name is on Instagram. And I don't know how to pronounce his real name, so we're calling him Jiggy, okay? So Cenat is a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer. He's a streamer. So Kai has a friend named Jiggy, which is, this person, and they've been friends for a long time. And he also have Jovi, which was a newer friend at the time. Now Kai had a party in New York. Jovi was in New York for vacation, something like that, and I think Jiggy is just from New York as well. So Jovi said she got raped, right? She reached out to Kai because Kai was the friend that she knew at the party. It was Kai party, stuff like that, and he couldn't help her as much because Kai team told him to cut off contact with not only her, but with everybody. Well, that's what Kai said. Now, Jovi, with her, not being able to talk to Kai, she feels like she's not getting the help she needs, so she goes to social media, right? Okay. Kai also said, which Jovi she didn't deny, Kai got Jiggy's real name and gave it to detectives because, it was a investigation going on. Kai said if his friend did do it, he do belong in jail, stuff like that. Me personally, I said, well, first of all, when everything happened, of course, everyone had their own opinion. I felt like, for one, we're not going to victim shame because if this stuff really did happen, y'all going to look dumb as hell, right? Two, if he did do it, yes, he belongs in jail. I also said if she's lying about it, she belongs in jail. And the only reason my video was ever made is because the the Greatest Girl, the YouTuber, she was like, oh, if that was me, I would have screamed. And she went on a whole little rant about it, and it irritated my soul because who puts theyself in a rape victim shoes? She just kept saying, oh, if that was me, mind you, it wasn't you. You've never been in a rape victim shoes, so be quiet, please. Then a couple days after she did her little rant and stuff like that, she caught a bunch of backlash and ended up doing a little sorry-ass apology video. Now, that's everything I can remember about this situation. And I can't go back and look at my old video because it got deleted. So, here is Jovi tweets from January. Here's the timestamp in case y'all already read these and stuff like that so you could skip to the update. Okay, so Jovi did her story time and tweets. So, first, Jovi said, on January 1st, 2023, I was at a party by a complete stranger. I was invited to this party by someone I thought to be a friend. I asked for help, and it's not getting anywhere. So I decided to take it to social media. His name is the Jugi Sack. I was invited by Cenat. When I decided to leave, he told me I'd be safer upstairs since I was drunk and nobody would bother me. However, I fell asleep since I thought I was safe due to there being security and Kai's confirmation. However, I wasn't. Jiggy walked into the room where I was asleep and brutally to the point where I bled. When I woke up to see him still on top of me, I called him out and he told me that I was in his bed and that's why he did it. I was in shock. I texted my quote-unquote friend who invited me, but I got no answer. And I was told by the rapist that he left, which I found out later to be a lie. He told me we could just keep it a secret and pretend nothing happened, but I was already traumatized by then. I asked him if he at least used protection, which he then showed me a dirty condom and said, yes, a skins condom. Now I have to take medication for a month to make sure I don't catch any STD. As you all know, those condoms only protect you from unwanted pregnancies, not STDs. I spent all day crying and processing what happened to me instead of enjoying my vacation in New York. At nighttime, I had dinner reservations, but I went to the emergency room instead as I still was in pain from what happened to me. I described what the person looked like to my friend who had invited me, and he said he didn't know the person. However, after digging for a day and a half, I found the person's Instagram, and they had been friends for years. It's been 5 days since the incident, and I haven't been able to sleep or eat properly. I haven't been able to socialize or go to work. This is all I think about 24/7. I'm not looking for attention. All I want is the justice I deserve. I want to stop him from hurting anyone else. People feel more comfortable speaking out when they know they're not alone. That's why I'm speaking out for myself and others. Someone told her, please do a rape kit, and she said, I did. Okay, so since then, we only had her side of the story and Cass, well, not really Cass side of what Cass said about the situation. The boy Jiggy has never said anything, and it's been, almost 5 months? It's almost May. He went on this whole debunking thing on Twitter. I mean, he posted videos of the situation, which I don't think was smart because now she could get you for revenge porn. That's dumb as hell. Well, honestly, he has a lot of tweets, so we just gonna get right into it. So first, he said, I chose to remain silent all this time for multiple reasons. 1, it was advised by my attorney. 2, I wanted her to fully detail her account for that night, so she can't make anything else up when the facts came out. 3, I was not going to go back and forth with her or millions of people. 4, I thought clearing my name would be a much quicker process, but it clearly wasn't. 5, I wanted to see how she was going to act after she said all that. Definitely was not like no victim. 6, I just simply didn't know what was to come. Now, I'm not going to lie. Some of the things in like his little Twitter rant kind of like threw me off because, I mean, one of the things he was like, when she, after we quote unquote did it, she got up, went to the bathroom, but when she came back, she didn't remember who I was. No, we just gonna read everything, cause yeah. Now with a lot of his tweets, he put videos of him like narrating like things was happening, I'm guessing, and I'm gonna show y'all what I can show y'all. So first he said, this is why she started making the claim she did, which she didn't lie about the story and actually said the truth about it.
The final position we was in, she was riding me. Her is facing me. My hands is behind my head. Like I'm chilling. She's just riding me. Then she has to use the bathroom. I said, okay, for me, like I'm thinking it's gonna be quick. So I'm like, I beg her head. She goes to the bathroom. Like 5 minutes in, I go check up on him, like, yo, what's up? Like, you good? Then she was like, yeah, I'll be right out. Then I go back in the room because there's no bathroom inside the room. You got to walk to the bathroom. So I go back inside the room. Then she comes back, like, I don't know, a couple minutes later, saying she doesn't remember nothing. Literally, that's how everything started. She said she don't remember anything. But I'm literally so confused, though, because how we go from vibing, we're literally having sex for, 30 minutes, different positions. She's looking at me, literally, looking at me. But she says she don't remember any of it. Then we had a 15 to 20 minute convo. We just literally asking each other questions. Nobody's yelling at each other. Nobody's fighting with each other. I didn't hear her not once. She never hit me not once. She could have ran out. The door doesn't even have a lock on it. She could have ran out. We're literally just conversating because I was genuinely worried about her, trying to make sure she was good. But, she's not going to mention that part, though. I even offered her a ride home. I'm helping her get dressed. I even woke with her downstairs. She left a lot of stuff out. And she knows what took place that night, too, but she would never admit it, though. And even when she came back from the bathroom stating that she doesn't remember any of this, or she doesn't remember me, remember even coming up here, stuff like that, I still sat there, comforted her, made sure she was good, because I have sisters at home. I'm going to make sure she's good, but she's left all that out. She wanted to make me look like the bad guy, and I just don't appreciate any of that. That's why I'm going so hard right now to prove my point. And y'all see the video. I don't have no clothes on for real. My drawers is to my ankle, my shirt is up. I'm literally naked. What rapist is gonna be naked? Just chilling. Come on, make it make sense for real. I didn't want to do all of this, but it has to be done. The lights stayed on the entire time. Not one time did I turn off the lights. The light control was outside of the room. I wanted her to see who she was talking to, who she was dealing with. I'm not hiding my identity at all. I even told her my name that night. And on everything I love, when we was talking and having that little conversation we was having, she literally told me that none of this was my fault. Literally. She said it out her own mouth. She might not admit it. Once again, she didn't admit a lot of stuff that y'all now see. But I'm saying everything now. I'm not holding back. I held back for months. I stayed quiet. I let people say whatever about me. I let her say whatever about me. Because I already know when it was time to go to court, I was gonna have everything already ready. Like, everything was filed up. Everything was, like, there's nothing she could say now. What could she possibly say now? Like, I never even been charged with anything. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you know what I'm saying? I'm about to keep waiting, sitting back, like letting the narrative live. It's quiet. I let it rock. I'm thinking I can clear my name legally first before anything, before I start arguing with a bunch of people that don't even know me or care about me. I'm gonna handle it legally, but she don't want to take the legal route. She just want to go on with her clout. That's why I'm doing all of this now. It's just that's why I don't even do stuff like this. Then she said I anally assaulted her, which is completely false. Because I want to know, when did I have time to do all of that if you claim you got me off your body as soon as you woke up? Her hands are straight forward. She's like in a diving position. You mean to tell me even after 8 hours you were still bleeding and didn't decide to go to the hospital all the way until the nighttime? Please make that make sense to me. Why did you take nearly 24 hours to go get a rape kit? You could have did anything to yourself at that point. You could have harmed yourself even more. You could have drank some more alcohol just so I could look like the bad guy even more. I know you clearly regret agreeing sleeping with me, which is completely understandable. We all have regrets in life, but I don't appreciate you lying on my name and making up a story about me. I would have respected you way more if you would have said the actual story and not something you just made up. What can you possibly say? Why didn't you tell him that you were kissing on my neck? Why didn't you tell him we had sex more than once that night? Why didn't you tell him we had sex for about 25 to 30 minutes? Why didn't you tell him the light stayed on the entire time? Why didn't you tell him that you were sucking on my finger? Why didn't you tell him that you were riding me? There is so much more she left out. I will be making a separate tweet after this, so you guys could all see all the details that she left out. Once again, I did not want to do any of this. You chose the internet first. I was waiting patiently. Everybody knows my name now. But y'all all know how I look already from that photo from 4 years ago, which, you know, out of all the pictures you could have used of me, all the decent photos on my page, you know, she chooses a photo for me from 2019. I don't even have that same hairstyle. I have locks now. No longer have the afro. But she swears it was for awareness. But I find it funny how you say it's for awareness, right? But you could have just used a more recent picture of me with locks to really, so people could really be aware. Like, yo, it's this dude. But you knew what you were doing already. Then she said I anally assaulted her, which...
Okay, so I have a question, like a real question, like I'm not joking. When you're drunk or you got alcohol in your system, you cannot consent to sex in most states, right? Now, if the other person is drunk or has alcohol in their system as well, is it considered rape, or do that consider two drunk people having sex? Like, I don't understand it. Because we know for a fact she was drunk. I don't know if he was drunk. I don't know if he drank alcohol. But it's like, if he's sober and she's drunk and she, quote unquote, consented to sex, that's rape. But if he is drunk with her, is that rape? Now, he said she lied about everything. Like, how are you so traumatized but posing like this in the hospital? Then you mentioned Kai's name just for the fame and attention, even though you know he had nothing to do with it. Now, the video that he posted of them two that night, she was bent over, right? And she was awoke because she turned around and looked back at him. And but she did say she woke up, he was still on top of her. Now, he is saying he wasn't on top of her because the position they was in, she was bent over. And he posted 2 more videos, so here those.
As you all seen already, I was not on top of her and she was not asleep. So what really can people believe now from you? You lied about so much and you left out so much. You just knew it would be easy to say I did something to you because you're a female and I'm a male. People always empathize with the female over the male any day in any situation like this. And another thing, how are you so traumatized but posing in a hospital bed like this? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why did you leave the house so calmly and get into your Uber? The party was already finished, there was no music being played, and there was like 20 people on the main floor. Why didn't you inform any of them? Why weren't the police contacted instantly? I didn't run. I didn't leave. I stayed. Multiple witnesses can tell you I left the house around 5 p.m. the next day. So can the security cameras. I know someone clearly told you to go after Kai's money, and what's the best way to do it if you can't get him? You get someone close to him. You knew by mentioning him would just make the story spread crazy fast and much bigger. This was definitely a clout move by you. As y'all will see, she had 80K followers before she, made that post about me. I ain't gonna lie, 80K is a lot of followers, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, this is when she was going crazy about posting me, you feel me, kept tagging me in mad posts, trying to get me to bait in, say something, just so she could like change it up quickly. Now look at her followers now though. Boom, 116,000. That's 36,000 more followers, y'all. And look, she took healing out her bio, put Miami in there. She healed very quickly to me, y'all. Questionable. Now, I don't know if somebody touched her when she was younger or in the past, or if it was somebody in her family, because she reshared a lot of this years prior to the party, saying stuff like she can't trust her own family. But it's definitely one or the other, because majority of these posts were made years ago. I don't know which one is true, but it has to be one of them. She also talks about how she acts with just a little bit of alcohol in her system, even calling herself a casa mijo. What does that even mean? Are you a hoe off the casa? This next one definitely threw me off completely. What do you mean drunk you and sober you are two different people and you shouldn't suffer for her consequences? What does that even mean? Just look how she acts with alcohol in her system, y'all. Just look. Making out with random people. I think this is a porn star, I'm not sure, but that's besides the point. No disrespect to them or nothing like that, but y'all get what I mean. This is messages between her and one of her old friends. They're talking about someone else. They're not talking about Kai because this was messages before the party. But just look at her energy. The messages in white are her. She said, I swear I'm going to go so hard on TikTok and YouTube after to the point that I'm going to be more famous than him. He's going to want to use me for clout and I'm going to spit in his face. Wow. She also said, bro, this nigga that Tay used to fuck with just came up to me and choked me and made out with me. I was trying to push him off me. It was like grape. You can't even lie and say the messages are not from her, because I will get another screenshot of the contact name removed and the number shown. If she tries to even use that silly excuse, the messages are her.
Then he said, then she tried mentioning Kai's name just so it could get out faster and much bigger, and then took it back once it backfired, and with that he posted this.
A lot of details that I didn't put in there because they were just like, I just wanted the story. I didn't say like a lot.
She thought I was going around showing the video or I was going to go brag about it. So she did this just in case.
I know he has that video, and I know that he probably sent it to his friends, and that's why I know that they knew about it, because they probably saw the video that he took.
Just listen to her, just assuming anything. This is also her trying to make me incriminate myself so she could have more to post later on. These messages were later unsent because I did not respond to them.
Could just stay, and I know for a fact he didn't wish no harm on me. I'm not trying to blame him.
As you all saw, first she blamed Kai, then later recanted after receiving backlash from his fans.
Like, I watched Kai, so I'm looking at this chat, and I'm like, bro, Kai was. I'm just like, Kai.
And I didn't mean to put his name. I didn't even say his name in the first.
What the hell did he just say?
I'm not even blaming Kai. Like, I feel so bad that he has to be involved, because I feel bad.
Why did she switch up her story so quickly? Did he set you up or not? These photos were posted a whole day after the party, but no one really paid mind to it. Why were they even still up on January 5th, even after you DM me that? This was a couple hours before she went public.
Like, yeah. That means you have to been there all day. It ain't like you just came to the party. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I found proof that he was there all day before that because
Exactly.
the guy underscore Mauki posted pictures at that same Airbnb that was hours before the party. And
That photo was taken after the party was already
description, one
over.
of my friends found him in a group picture of the party, and in that picture you can see him looking at me. Like
This
you
is when
can
I knew she
literally
was
see. I'm
crazy.
gonna send it to you.
Then he said, also Wally, Billy, Tali, and on the Holy Quran, she looked back at me in the video and didn't say nothing to me at all. She looked back real quick. I stopped recording and threw the phone on the bed, and we just kept having sex. She never told me to stop or get off me or no. Why didn't you tell them you said out your mouth that none of this was my fault? Why didn't you tell them you DM'd me and follow me? Why didn't you tell them how you saw me wearing the condom? Why didn't you tell them I asked if you give head and you said no you don't? He also said, why you didn't tell them that you asked me when was the last time I got tested? Why you didn't tell them how you were smiling and so joyful in the room while we had, why didn't you tell them that you asked me what kind of condom I used? She did actually say that she asked you what kind of condom she used. She did say that. But he said, why didn't you tell them how even when we were walking downstairs, you told me to make sure the video is deleted and didn't tell nobody? Why didn't you tell them how you left calmly after the party was over, even while people were still there and no music was being played? Okay, so for the next couple things we reading, it's just straight tweets from him, y'all. So let's start. He said, why didn't you tell them you went through my phone to make sure the video was deleted? Why didn't you tell them you told me to go to recently deleted? Why didn't you tell them I helped you get dressed? It's so much information she left out, but I'm not going to mention it. Then he tweeted, a lot of this stuff gonna have to be censored out. He said, things that did not happen that night, but she said it did. 1, I did not stick mine in your butt. 2, you were not crying at all while you were with me. 3, you were not unconscious while we was having sex. 4, you never got me off your body. 5, I never said you were in my bed, that's why we had sex. 6, you never said I was a rapist. You just told me you don't remember any of this. 7, you were never bleeding whatsoever. 8, you also said the encounters did not last long, but we had sex twice. Now, when she was telling her side of the story, she said that the Jiggy said that you was in my bed, that's why I raped you. He's saying he never said that. He said, I let you speak. I let you say whatever about me. Now it's my turn. We don't want to hear anything else you have to say. You already lied about so much. What can people believe from you now? Now, when this first happened, I remember myself saying, all of this is going to be over soon. Because she did a rape kit. Well, she said she did a rape kit. And if his DNA is on the rape kit, it's over with. Now, at the time, he never said his side of the story, so we didn't know there was a possibility that they just had regular sex. Right now, if you do a rape kit, his DNA is going to be on it, but then you don't know if it's rape or regular sex. My question is, did y'all go to court already? Like, did all of this happen? Like, did anything move forward besides the rape kit? He says, I really just wish you kept this off the internet. You forced my hand. I just wish we could have handled this through police thoroughly, but you decided to take the social media route and let people bash me for no reason. I never wanted to release anything. So, like, is this situation not solved? What? He said, and all y'all niggas that was clowning me, just know the same thing could happen to you. Just one night of joy could lead into a lifetime of pain. Now, when that situation happened, the ratio from people believing her and believing him was like 70-30. And a lot of people didn't like that she brought Kai name into it. A lot of people felt like she needed to bring Kai name into it to get it out there faster. And a lot of people was mad at Kai because they felt like he wasn't helping her and he was on his friend's side. But Jiggy says, I stayed extremely humble, even knowing I had something that could clear my name instantly, but I'm thinking I could clear my name legally before anything. So what am I supposed to just never say anything ever? Wait, so y'all didn't handle this legally, right? He also said, and I asked around in Orlando where she from. Multiple people told me you're just a groupie who goes around and sleep with anyone who's lit. Somebody even said she slept with 5 dudes in one night and caught something. Okay, well, honestly, you really could have just made that up and anybody could just say anything. So, yeah, that tweet is like, no. Like, that's too easy. Like, anybody could call anybody a hoe. Then he said, oh, and one last thing. Why would I record myself raping anybody? Make that make sense. I'm literally naked in that video. Why would I even be naked? I wouldn't want to have my clothes on and be quick with it. Okay. I'm happy I ain't dropped the vid right away on January 5th because I know there would have been a lot of new theories being made and y'all would have helped her make up a new story. Patience is power. Allah is the best. He said, last and final tweet before I log off this pointless app on the Holy Quran, and as Allah is my witness, everything I'm saying is true. Only he could judge me. I don't go back and forth. So as he was tweeting, she was responding. So first one, off the break, she said, nigga, you a rapist. I was not aware of anything that was going on. You are evil. You decide to speak up now that I have moved on with my life. Why didn't you speak to the police when they questioned you? You have a whole video raping me. Sick. Okay. Am I the only one confused? Like, did everyone just drop it? Like, did they just stop working with the police? Like, the whole, like, what? He posted on Instagram saying, like, how are you traumatized posting like this? Y'all should have knew it was cap. He also said on Instagram, you really thought I wasn't going to respond ever? You really thought you could just say anything about me and that was going to be it? Yeah, okay. Stand on whatever you said prior, please. Don't try to include details that the world didn't know about. But then he said, it's crazy how she took all the spotlight from real survivors and now making it very hard for the next person to come out about real past trauma. I genuinely sympathize for all real victims of sexual assault. This is a real thing in our world and must be stopped. Like, who is going to be believed now? Okay, so remember when Jiggy said Jovi DM'd him and followed him? These are the DMs he talking about. She said, I can't believe you took advantage of me and I didn't even know you. You and Kai set me up. You thought I was going to forget. Can you at least apologize? That's the least you could do. Someone asked Jovi why you deleting messages and she responded, mind you, these DMs was before I exposed the situation on social media. A simple, my bad for taking advantage of you would have legit been enough for me to not do anything about the situation because I'm very forgiving. I would have just moved on. Now, Jiggy, he had a problem with that. Jiggy felt like it was weird that Jovi said, a simple my bad for taking advantage of you would have been enough for me because he said, what the F? So all it took was, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. He was not believing it. Then Jovi posted a tweet. She said, please post the evidence you refused to give the police months ago, you dirty roach. Jovi said, post the audio so they could hear me crying. Now, in the video he posted of them two and what happened that night, he was talking over it like he was doing. The rest of the video, you don't hear the audio in the video that he posted. So, yeah. So, she said, you have to be the devil reincarnated to rape someone while they're literally unaware and then make a video. And then, after she finally heals, bring it back up again. Nigga, I let you off the hook. I let you off the hook and you still came back. What do you want from me? Then she said, but everyone swore I was lying and that it never happened. Why would I ever? This man not only took advantage of me, but recorded it. I begged him to delete it and he kept it, then posted it. Now everyone knows he really did rape me, but still I will be blamed. She said, nigga, I been knew you had that video and I let you be. That stuff is over with. I swear on my life, you one dirty person. Then she said, I actually have consensual videos of me, quote unquote, throwing it back. They look nothing like this. Y'all are sick. I am stiff body, trying to move and can't. I happen to have a nice figure that look good from that angle, so now it look consensual to y'all because it look good. Y'all are sick. Then someone said, post the rape results. That should show that he did rape you. Jovi said, nigga, what you mean rape results? Y'all so slow. When you get raped, the only difference from sex is it was consensual or not. And this definitely was not consensual, very much forced. Yeah, that was a dumbass tweet, dummy. Why? What type of tweet was that? Jovi said, quote unquote, she not sleep. It's what Jiggy said. Nigga, that's when I woke up, you dirty person. You just want to prove to people that you get girls now, but you don't. This is the definition of rape. You are sick. Karma is very much real. Trust me, you're going to get yours. She says, this is my last post. At the end of the day, I was raped and taken advantage of. And I will handle this how I'm supposed to. And everyone else's opinion does not matter. I will not let the devil win. That's true. People's opinions honestly really don't matter. What matter is the truth. Whether he did it or whether he didn't do it. Whether she's lying or whether she's not lying. Honestly, really. But with everything being on social media, of course people are going to say their opinion. So, it is what it is. Jovi retweeted a tweet saying, nigga posted his rape video and niggas is in the comments glorifying it. You got a whole new case now, revenge porn. Someone said, you had zero evidence. He came with evidence. I'm not saying you're wrong or he's right, but it's looking like he's right. I don't know. Jovi responded. She said, what evidence aside from the rape kit and bloody tissue do you expect a rape victim to have? Make it make sense. Okay. He said, me without consent. You recorded me without consent. I didn't force nothing, you loser. You did this to yourself. I left you alone after I exposed you. Jovi said, nigga, I said all of this. I was not smiling. You're crazy. I was scared. Bro, see me in court and shut up. Because I really could have sued your lane behind and I let you be because that's what I said I would do. I said I was spreading awareness and I was going to let you be. So I'm guessing she is going to go back and take legal action. Okay. Now, Jiggy said, why you didn't tell them you was kissing on my neck? Why you didn't tell them we had sex for 20 to 30 minutes that night? Why didn't you tell them we was cuddled up? She responded and she said, maybe because none of this happened. So someone said, Jovi, I think you have to be honest. There are some things you left out. Jovi responded. She said, any details that were left out are details that I wouldn't have because I was drinking. I was very much raped. He knows it. I knows it. Everyone that knows us knows it. Let's be for real. So she posted a picture saying a person could not give consent if they are under the influence of alcohol or drugs. I just said that. But then Jovi said, now that the video is up and the proof is out there, which was the only thing needed to tie him to the forceful entry into my body that the doctors already established happened that night. And right now, what she about to talk about is he went to like old Facebook posts and she was like reposting little awareness pictures and, you know, stuff about rape and stuff like that. Y'all say that, but she said, imagine posting screenshots of old memes and Instagram captions that legit everyone posts on social media just to discredit me. Posting revenge porn from an assault situation, knowing that the internet will respect me less because of it. Really using misogyny to your full advantage. Child, that seems like she really is about to go to court. And that is everything. Not saying my opinion is needed, but my opinion is still the same. If he did it, he belongs in jail. If she's lying, she belongs in jail. That's just me though. But that's it for this video. Now, if you found it interesting or informative about the whole situation, please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn your post notifications on. Thank you.